I did a few talent competitions. I won one or two. I did a few charity shows. And I worked at a place called Foster Brothers menswear clothes shop in Loughborough in the marketplace when I first left school. And I did a bit of painting and decorating for my father as well. And then I decided to leave the shop when I was 17. I got myself an agent in Nottingham. His name was Dave Grant. And I went with Dave for about a year, just doing the working men's clubs around Nottingham, Leicester, Derby. Then I found another agent up in the northeast. His name was Bob Deptridge. And he handled some big names. People like the late Dustin G, bless him. He used to look after Dustin. The Crankies. Solomon King, can you remember that one? Record shoe, Where's My Ring, wasn't it? And I did all the North East then, and Manchester, Liverpool. And I started to get a bit better when I was about 19, 20. I'd got a bit of an act together. And that's how it really took off. Then I travelled everywhere from there on. I come from the north down to Wales, then went back up to Scotland.
You've built up your own style as well. It's quite a unique stage and TV act that you do. Where did you get that from?
After travelling on your own for about 10 years, you do get a bit strange, don't you? Just one of those things, actually. I just decided to be different from everybody else. I come across a kind of a John Inman, Michael Crawford type character, you know, a bit camp and a bit daft. It's an unusual style, yeah. I like me clothes, safari suits. That was an idea I had because I was on stage and I was a bit sweaty, always sweating under the arms after being on for about an hour. So I thought, well, I'd be better off with short sleeves here. So I decided, I looked at a safari jacket. Then from then on I started having them made out of silk for me. I suppose when I put that on I felt a bit different, you know, from the old black tuxedos and dicky bows and that. Bit outrageous, but it was great.
And one of the highlights of the show has got to be the Chase Me routine with poor gentlemen from the audience. How do they take that sort of thing?
Oh, they'd be fine. Puts up them a bit, but they're not talking to the wives when they come in. They make a fuss of them while I'm on, put it that way. I've never had any comebacks. How it started about was I pinched a guy's drink in Scotland about 9 years ago. And this guy stood up and I knew he was going to hit me, you know. I was on stage and I just ran off and said, chase me. And when I walked back on, everybody was killing themselves laughing. And I thought, that's funny. So I went down and drunk another drink and then said to this other fella, chase me again, you know. And I've kept it in ever since. And it was only when I did television the first time, which was from the Theatre Hall in Nottingham, that it actually cottoned on, you know. I mean, so many famous catchphrases about, but you have to go on the telly to get them over. Now everybody's saying chase me, you know. It's a good one.
What about the impressions? Where did you pick up the skill to actually do that sort of thing?
They came first of all, actually. I found unusual ones like Stallone, Jack Nicholson, Gregory Peck. I do all the film stars, you know. I do nothing but watch television and videos. I mean, impressions were, when I first started, they were the big part of my act. And now my characters took over. I still do impressions when I'm on stage. I probably don't do as many. I do about 50 now, whereas I used to do about 100 in an hour. Now I do about 50. And I sing a couple of numbers. I have a bit of fun with some people in the audience.
I can't let this pass by without asking you to do a couple for me.
What, impressions?
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone. You know, I guess every time I have fun with it. You know my brother Victor? You know my brother Victor can take 6 bucks of my summer flowers down the front of him breathing, you know? I mean, I want to fight, I want to die for my country, yeah. That's hard to do, you know.
Yeah, I like the face contortions.
I love people like, James Mason's got a voice which is very sincere. I'm going to go on a journey to the centre of the earth. I mean, Michael Crawford was an easy one. And then his other titles, what is it, Mr. Grace, no, there's hundreds, you know.
Thank you so much for listening to this interview. If you enjoyed it, please click on the like button and ring that notification bell. And there are many, many more to listen to on this channel, so make sure you subscribe if you possibly can. Thank you.